Data analysis is a broad and often complex subject to get to grips with. It can overwhelm even the most capable product marketers. In an attempt to simplify these misunderstood methods, let's break them down into two different types of data: qualitative and quantitative. In this video, I'll be weighing up their benefits and deciding which is better for analysis. But first, let's take a look at the definition and what the key differences are between the two. So what is quantitative data? Quantitative research includes cold, hard facts that can be easily converted into graphs and charts. The research is usually carried out using surveys and questionnaires with close-ended questions, yes or no questions, checkbox or multiple choice questions, and questions with intervals or ratios. It's structured, statistical, and number-based. So what are the benefits of quantitative data? This is useful for conclusive answers. It's easy to analyse and can help prove or disprove hypotheses. The questions are also quicker and easier to answer, so you're more likely to get more responses. What is qualitative data? This is non-statistical and consists of impressions, opinions, and views. It's generally used to answer why questions. It's investigative in nature and asks open-ended questions. Qualitative data can be generated through texts and documents, audio and video recordings, images and symbols, interview transcripts and focus groups, observations and notes. So what are the benefits of qualitative data? Qualitative research gives you a deeper insight into the motivations behind statistics. It's used to theorize and interpret, and instead of asking how many people buy your product, it asks why they buy it and why they're not buying it. So which is better for analysis? Whether or not you decide to use qualitative or quantitative research will depend on the results you're looking for. If, for example, your product was an app that maps bike routes, using qualitative questions like, "What do you think of our app?" will lead to many different answers. They might focus on speed, responsiveness, and price, which could actually be really invaluable information for you to look at. However, if you want a specific question answered, like, how responsive is this app? Super responsive, sometimes responsive, and not at all, quantitative data is your best bet. How to gather qualitative data. We'd wholeheartedly recommend you conduct any qualitative research on the phone or by talking to people in person. By seeing and/or hearing the interviewee, you'll be able to gauge their true inflections. Do they sound happy or disgruntled? Do they sigh before mentioning a certain event? All of these things can change the intent behind someone's answer, and all of them can go unnoticed without human interaction. There are times when qualitative research can also lead to quantitative data, for example, win-loss interviews and feedback calls. Although you'll have a standard set of questions, these calls rarely stay on script. A particular answer will trigger another question or will warrant a deeper analysis, and this kind of data is invaluable and not something that a survey can offer the opportunity to explore. Generative versus evaluative research. There are typically two types of qualitative research you'll come across as a product marketer: generative and evaluative, sometimes referred to as exploratory and discovery. Generative research is usually led by product marketing and involves developing a deeper understanding of users so that you can preempt problems and offer solutions, as well as drive innovation. This type of research influences product roadmaps and strategies. Evaluative research, on the other hand, is usually owned by product management and involves testing your existing solution to see if it meets the user's needs. This type of research should be conducted throughout the development lifecycle, from early concept design to the final site, app, or product, to ensure that what you're building will eventually be used and benefit the end user.